This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, we take a look back at the life of a man who gave so much to the borough of West Hazleton. Hello everyone, and thanks for watching FYI on SSPTV. I'm Ken Cara. The borough of West Hazleton is mourning the loss of one of its leaders. Current West Hazleton Councilman Paul Platoukis passed away on Friday. Prior to retirement, Platoukis served as a Hazleton Area School District Administrator, a coach, and a member of the Luzerne County Community College Board of Trustees. West Hazleton Mayor Frank Schmidt says the entire community is saddened by his loss.
Well, we received a call from Paul's wife Friday morning that Paul passed away. We were in shock. We didn't expect that. Paul was going to run again for council for 4 more years, and he was working on the paperwork for that.
The mayor says that Paul was always concerned about the borough's welfare, its finances, and quality of life, and
he was a good family man. He used to travel to New York and Virginia, visit his loved ones all over, and he was really a good person. And we're going to miss him, and it's going to be hard to replace him.
he was with the borough a lot of changes. I mean, seeing all the changes that were made now, but he's been here a while, right?
Right. He was here 4 years, and actually he was in before, a few years ago, when Carl Pushover was mayor. He was in there for a while, and he was also a policeman years ago here in West Hazleton, and then vice principal at the school here. So he was involved quite a bit.
A massive Christian burial will be held Wednesday at 10 a.m. in Transfiguration Church in West Hazleton. Friends may call at the church from 9 a.m. until the time of Mass. Paul Platoukis was 68 years old. He's survived by his wife, 5 children, and 5 grandchildren. The Lassand family and everyone at SSPTV extends our sincere condolences to the family and friends of Paul Platoukis. Officials have identified the woman killed in a fire in Weatherly over the weekend. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, Carbon County Coroner Bruce Nailsnick identified the victim as 82-year-old Dolores Reno. She was home when flames broke out around 10 p.m. Saturday at her home at 220 and Whistle Street in the borough. The fire was discovered by Weatherly Streets Department employees who were plowing snow and smelled smoke. Meanwhile, the community is doing its part to help. The benefit hoagie sale will take place. A fundraiser will feature $6 Italian hoagies, with the sale benefiting the Weatherly fire victims. Orders are due by next Friday, March 8th, with pickup slated for Saturday, March 15th. The hoagie orders can be picked up at the Weatherly Firehouse. For more information on the sale or to place an order for the hoagies, you can call 570-582-4064. Delivery is also available. We have also put a link to the fundraiser on our FYI News 13 Facebook page. Hazleton City Hall was closed today due to a water main problem. Mayor Joe Iannuzzi says a decision was made late Sunday night to close all City Hall offices for the day. The mayor says there was no damage, but there was also no water due to a frozen pipe outside on Green Street. The closure didn't affect police, fire, or the streets department. The mayor says that crews were going to try to thaw the pipe today. No word yet on whether City Hall will reopen tomorrow, but the mayor does say that you can check the city's website tomorrow before heading out or call before you go to City Hall. A car collided with a pole and several vehicles in a car lot early this morning in Hazleton. It happened just after 1 a.m. According to police, 51-year-old Scott F. Bratz of McAdoo was traveling north on South Church Street in a 2005 Dodge when he collided with a pole in front of 261 South Church Street. The car then traveled south on South Church Street, colliding with 3 cars in the parking lot of C&C Motors Company. Bratz was taken into custody for driving under the influence and several other traffic violations. Hazleton police are investigating an assault that happened over the weekend. According to police, a 57-year-old man from Hazleton was assaulted around 9:15 p.m. on Saturday in the 300 block of West Mine Street. No other details were released. Anyone with information on the assault is asked to call Hazleton police by dialing 911. In other news, a second information session takes place tonight concerning a second magnet school for the Hazleton Area School District. The Hazleton Area Arts and Humanities Academy will host the information session for 8th grade students tonight at 6 p.m. at the Hazleton Integration Project at the Hazleton One Community Center. The new magnet school is slated to open in the fall inside Hazleton Area High School. The arts curriculum will feature dance, vocals, instrumental music, visual arts, drama, and mass media. The humanities will include creative writing and the social sciences. 125 ninth grade students will be admitted for the first year. The deadline to apply is March 2nd. They were on their feet for 46 straight hours, and boy did it pay off. This was the scene Sunday at 4 p.m. when the Penn State Dance Marathon, known as Thon, came to an end at the Bryce Jordan Center. The total raised in this monumental effort was more than $13 million for pediatric cancer. Thon is the largest student-run philanthropy, and it has raised more than $100 million since 1977 for the Four Diamonds Fund at the Penn State Hershey Children's Hospital. The Go Girl program at the Greater Hazleton YMYWCA held an interesting graduation ceremony last week. The girls ages 8 to 13 worked out at the Y twice a week for 2 months, doing different activities to stay physically active. On this night, they reported to the Y's community room and not the gym.
This is the girls' reward for working for about 8 straight weeks, coming twice a week, even in this snow and this cold. They always show up. They have a lot of fun doing it. And this is their reward to show them that exercising can be fun. And now we get to pamper ourselves when we're done.
What are some of the good stuff that you have learned of being in the program?
Play volleyball.
Play volleyball. What else do you do?
Do sit-ups.
Okay. And have you made new friends by being in the program?
Yes.
The Go Girl program is supported by a grant from American Eagle Outfitters, and it is offered for free. If you're interested in the program, you can call the Hazleton YMYWCA at 570-455-2046. Well, if you were planning to attend tomorrow evening's Greater Hazleton Concert Series performance, we have important information for you. The performance by the Bronx Wanderers has been postponed. Greater Hazleton Concert Series President Amelia Bergeron says that the performance was postponed due to a problem with the performer's flight schedule. She's in the process of rescheduling the event. Again, tomorrow night's Greater Hazleton Concert Series performance by the Bronx Wanderers at the Hazleton Area High School has been postponed. Coming up during the Sportscast, we'll get you up to date on all the district playoff action and more locally. Up next, we'll talk with a local woman who had the honor of placing a wreath at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington, Virginia.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Well, today it is Monday, and I'm telling you not to work out for once. Yeah, we said that right?
Yes,
Kim is here at Core Fitness, and it is important not to work out, but not to work out on your rest day, because rest days are very important.
Right. We need days of rest and recovery when we're working out or training hard. And a lot of people come to us and they'll say, oh, I feel guilty, I didn't get to the gym today, or, you know, I'm going away for the weekend or something like that. But there's actually benefits to taking time off from exercise.
All right, so if you're out there and you do work out a lot, we're not saying, you know, take 5 days off it. How many days of rest days should you be taking?
Well, if you're hitting it hard, like 5 to 7 days a week for a month, you can actually plan a week of rest into that.
Okay.
But if you're an average exerciser, you can incorporate different days of rest into your exercising. So if you're doing cardio some days, like if you're a jogger and you run, and you're running, you can actually do like jogging one day, and that would be a recovery day.
Okay.
If you're doing a lot of weight training, you might want to incorporate a day of yoga in there to use as a recovery day. But it's also important to rest as well. You need sleep and proper nutrition as well to rejuvenate our bodies. And when we are sleeping, we are actually working on protein synthesis and building muscle. So it's important. And repairing. Yes.
Okay, and water. We can't forget about
No,
water.
proper hydration is very important, especially as we get older and in older populations, and we'll talk about that at another time.
Okay, so next week we are going to talk about a certified trainer. What is a certified trainer? How are they different, right, with working out?
Right, and we're also going to give you some tips on if you want to get into the fit biz.
All right, Fit Biz here at Core Fitness next Monday here on FYI.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
What is that strange ball of light? What is it trying to do? I believe it's the sun, and it's just visiting as we continue to be in a wind chill advisory until 10 a.m. on Tuesday. Hi, sun. Bye, sun. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight, mostly clear with a low around -6. Wind chill values as low as -13. On Tuesday, the sun makes a liar out of me. Mostly sunny with a high near 14. Wind chill, though, as low as -15. Tuesday night, scattered flurries after 10 p.m. Little or no snow accumulation. Low around 11 degrees. On Wednesday, partly sunny yet again with a high near 23. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 1. Thursday, all right, the sun goes away, mostly cloudy with a high near 15. Thursday night, partly cloudy with a low around -3. Sun stops back in on Friday, mostly sunny, high near 18. Friday night, partly cloudy with a low around -2. Tonight's weather is brought to you in part by the Ramada on Church Street in Hazleton. Monthly rooms are available with free Wi-Fi and a continental breakfast. Banquet space is available for any type of gathering, including weddings, meetings, reunions, Sweet 16 parties, and more. You can call the Ramada at 570-455-2061.
Today, I'm pleased to welcome back Terry Radwinski, who is the Senior National Education Association Director. She's joined us before for other education-related reasons, but today she's here for a very special reason. Terry, on February 11th, you had an honor bestowed on you, and you'd like to tell everybody about it. So tell us what happened on that date.
Sure. On February 11th, I had the honor of placing a wreath in honor of the veterans for the Pennsylvania State Education Association, the National Education Association, and my family as well at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in Arlington Cemetery.
That is really a huge experience, I'm sure. How did this come about, and why did you want to do it?
I got together with one of the other directors from the state of Pennsylvania, and we had talked about how could we honor the veterans that we knew. And so we went to the website for Arlington National Cemetery, and we pulled up the application. We filled out the application and submitted it, and they responded back favorably that our application had been accepted and that we would have the honor of doing the placing of the wreath.
Now, who all went on that day?
There were 8 of the Pennsylvania state directors that went along. They're from all over the state, so I'm the only local director. And my family was there. They came from all over, from North Carolina and Kentucky. So it was a huge honor for our family as well because we come from a family of veterans.
I was just going to ask you about that. You have a lot of service in your family, so that's what made it more special?
Absolutely. It was especially special for me because my father was a veteran who served in World War II under General Patton. He drove tank for Patton. So he was always a proud veteran, but always said that he wasn't a hero, that he just was one of the lucky ones that got to return home. So to me, this was a way to honor him, that he never really accepted that honor.
Oh, that's really nice. What was going through your mind? I'm sure this must have been an emotional experience, so take us through that day.
It was extremely emotional. We arrived early and had a chance to walk through the cemetery and witness one of the burials, which was really emotional. And then we were briefed on what we needed to do. It's a very serious ceremony for Arlington, to the point where they brief you as to how you walk and everything like that, what will happen. So when the ceremony began, we were led down by a guard of the tomb and placed the wreath, and then we stood with our hands on our hearts while they played taps, which was really hard to not get all choked up. It still is. It's just something that if you have a veteran in your family or you are a veteran, it's very emotional to experience.
I could only imagine. So I would sure that if you had the opportunity, you definitely want to do it again.
Oh, absolutely, in a heartbeat.
Well, we're glad that you came and shared your story with us. We're proud that someone from our area was able to do something like this, and we thank everyone who served our country, and we hope that everyone will honor them on a daily basis. But thank you for telling us what happened on February 11th.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thanks a lot, Lisa. And now before we go to break, here's your midday winning Pennsylvania lottery numbers. Pick 224, pick 3 902, pick 4 6623, and pick 5 79636. Lots of information coming your way in sports. Get ready. We'll be right back.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Local sports fans rejoice. No SSPTV is not streaming a Ron Marchetti marathon, but that's a thought. I'm telling you to rejoice over the big weekend our local athletes had. Stay tuned to sports this week. We have a jam-packed week. For now, let's get caught up. On Sunday, the Penn State Hazleton women, led by former Lady Cougar Taylor Cannon, knocked off top seed PSU Brandywine, and they are going to the Penn State University Athletic Conference Championship tomorrow night at the Bryce Jordan Center in University Park against Penn State Beaver. We'll have more on the local Lions tomorrow on FYI. Speaking of the Lady Cougars, on Friday night, the Hazleton area girls booked their ticket to the District 2 championship game against Pittston area on Friday. The team split their regular season series. The Hazleton area boys will play for a title on Saturday after a 1-point win over District 4 Williamsport. They'll play Abington Heights in the championship game. The MMI boys, they beat top-seeded Forest City to get into the District 2 Single A title game against Old Forge. It's a rematch of last year's title game. The Tamaqua boys, they topped North Schuylkill, and they'll meet up with Pottsville for a fourth time this season in the District 11 AAA semifinals. North Schuylkill is the #1 seed in the District 11 AA girls playoffs. They beat Pine Grove to move on to the semis. Marion lost to a talented Minersville team. In the Single A District 11 girls playoffs, Monoy area beat Tri-Valley. Now they get to play top-seeded Shenandoah Valley at Blue Mountain on Wednesday. Now wrestling. 2 Cougars won gold at the District 2 Individual Wrestling Championships. Chris Lisecki won at 113 pounds and Jimmy Hoffman took gold at 126 pounds. Jake Maurer finished in 4th place at 106. Anthony Martuccio was 4th at 120 and Derek Spockman won silver at 182. All three will join Hoffman and Lisicki at regionals. North Schuylkill's Alec Hummel won gold at 182 at the District 11 AA meet. His teammate Nate Gadinsky was 2nd at 285. Mason Edwards from North Schuylkill was 3rd at 113. And North Schuylkill's Jess Wetzel was 5th at 132. Hunter Mikatavage was 4th for North Schuylkill at 170, and CJ Steinhilber 2nd at 182. Dane Terratelli of North Schuylkill was 6th place at 220 pounds. Tanner McHugh from Tamaqua was 4th at 126, and Dylan Rankewicz of Tamaqua was 3rd at 138. Corbin White from Monoy area 4th at 182. Now in the pool at the District 11 AA meet, Rebecca Kanaski of Tamaqua took silver in the 200 IM and 3rd in the 100 breaststroke. Danielle DiCindio of Tamaqua was 3rd in the 100 butterfly. Benjamin Toronto was 3rd in the 100-yard butterfly for the Blue Raiders. The girls' 200 freestyle team from Tamaqua took 3rd in the relay. Timmy Dando of Marion was 2nd in the 500 freestyle. Katie Kurzinski of Marion won the 100 backstroke, and Liam Manzel of Monoy area was 3rd in the boys' 100 backstroke. Andrew Ebbett scored his 100th AHL goal, and Tom Kostopoulos got his 400th point as the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins beat Hartford 4-1 on Sunday. The Pens play their next 4 games on the road. On Saturday at home, they beat Providence 2-0. Wilkes-Barre Scranton is trying to catch the Hershey Bears in the standings with about 2 months left in the season. And now it's not a marathon, but here's a priceless 2 minutes and 45 seconds of Ron Marchetti.
61 years ago, Furman University senior guard Frank Selvey established the new all-time record for points scored by a Division I basketball player. Hi everybody, on this final Monday in February, and welcome to Trivia Treats. Frank Selvey scored an even 100 points during a 149-95 victory over Newberry in Greenville, South Carolina in 1954. The previous record was 73 by Bill Milkby of Temple in 1951. Milkby played his high school ball at Palmerton High. On this night in 54, before the game, Furman coach Lyles Alley had designated the game Frank Selvey Night to recognize Selvey's career up to that moment in time. It was also the first sporting event telecast live in South Carolina. Alley's instructions were to get the ball to Selvey so he could score as often as possible. Selvey sank 41 of 66 field goal attempts and 18 of 22 free throws. He took 66 shots from the floor. Mother of God. His 99th and 100 points were recorded on his 66 shot on a 40-foot desperation heave at the buzzer. Selvey was drafted #1 overall by the Baltimore Bullets in the 1954 NBA draft, and he went on to have a 9-year career as a pro, mostly with the Lakers. Also on this night, 4 years ago in 2011, in their first season following the defection of LeBron James to Miami, the Cleveland Cavaliers ended an NBA record 26-game losing streak by nipping the LA Clippers in OT at Cleveland. Exactly 10 years ago, in 2005, Philadelphia 76ers guard Allen Iverson poured in 60 points to lead his club to a 13-point win over the Orlando Magic at the Wachovia Center in Philadelphia. And finally, 29 years ago, in 1986, standing just 5'7", Atlanta Hawks rookie guard Spud Webb stunned the crowd at Reunion Arena in Dallas by winning the slam dunk contest held in conjunction with the NBA All-Star Game. 20 years later, in 2006, Webb trained New York guard Nate Robinson, who won this event in 2006. Webb tossed the ball to Robinson, who leaped over Webb, earning a perfect 50-point score from the judges. So Nate Robinson won an NBA slam dunk contest at 5'9", and Spud Webb won one at 5'7". That's almost unbelievable. Till Friday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Mondays can be rough, but you can end them on a high note. Seafood night at Bottlenecks. Choose from crab, clam, shrimp, and lobster specials, such as their little neck clams in garlic butter, only $1.95 a dozen, or handmade crab cake platter for only $8.95.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's Talk of the Town report. First tonight, Northeast Revenue Service is presenting the Fun Fest Kickoff Concert with the Poets, March 8th, 2 p.m. at Genetti's. Tickets are $15 in advance or $20 at the door. For more information, just call 570-455-1509 or check out funfestpa.org. And finally, St. Michael's Church, located on Oak and Chestnut Streets in Shenandoah, will be holding a fish dinner Friday, March 6th from 4 to 6 p.m. Costs $8.50 for eat-in or take-out. Call ahead for pre-orders 570-462-0809. That's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Rosalia A. Ritz, formerly of West Hazelton. Memorial Mass is Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. from the Transfiguration Roman Catholic Church. Friends may call at the church from 9:30 to 10:30. Arrangements are under the direction of the John J. Pustai Funeral Home. Eugene E. Kunkel of Weatherly. Funeral is Wednesday at 11 a.m. from the Philip J. Jeffries Funeral Home. Friends may call from 9:30 to 11 a.m. Albert E. McCunis of Cunningham. Mass is Thursday at 10 a.m. in the Holy Name of Jesus Parish. Friends may call Wednesday from 5 to 8 p.m. at the Firo Funeral Home. Paul M. Platukis of West Hazelton. Mass is Wednesday at 10 a.m. in the Transfiguration Roman Catholic Church. Friends may call at the church from 9 to 10 a.m. The Hillary J. Bonin Funeral Home is assisting the family. Michael S. Terreno of Lansford. Funeral is Tuesday at 8 p.m. from the E. Franklin Griffiths Funeral Home. Friends may call Tuesday from 5 to 8 p.m. Charles Gross of Freeland. The McHugh-Wilczek Funeral Home will announce complete arrangements. Elizabeth J. Parise of St. John's. Arrangements will be announced by the Joseph A. Moran Funeral Home. And Edward H. Cisco Jr. of Freeland. Memorial is Wednesday from 6 to 9 p.m. at the McNulty Funeral Home.
I like all the winter scenes that are behind Ron Marchetti recently. We could put together a Ron Marchetti calendar. Let's push for that and the marathon. Remember, as always, for breaking news, standardspeaker.com and facebook.com/FYI News 13. Take it easy, everyone.